You can either be the free man or the caged man. These are the two types of people in this world. And in this video, I'll teach you how to be more like the free man and less like the caged man. It's simple, really. The free man lives calmly, with focus and serenity, whilst the caged man spends his whole life feeling stressed and overthinking and chasing things he can never fully control. And the scary part is, most people don't even realise which one they've become. See, it is really important to try and distinguish the two from each other, because a lot of people think that the free man or freedom just means having money or status and being in complete control over life. But the truth is, real freedom is much, much simpler than that. It's knowing what deserves your energy and what doesn't. Because the truth is, you cannot control everything. You can't control things like what people are thinking of you or the outcomes of your day-to-day decisions. And the faster that you can start to accept that, the more peaceful and serene your life becomes. So let's talk about the caged man. Simply, he just spends his entire life reacting. And part of this comes with worry. Constant worry, in fact. Especially about things like what people might think of him and his actions. Worrying about whether what he's doing right now might lead to failure. Or worrying that he's falling behind his peers. And just in general, he's constantly worrying whether his life is unfair compared to others. And because of that, his emotions are clearly controlling him. One bad comment has the power to ruin his day, and one rejection has the ability to destroy his confidence. And one singular setback might make him quit. And this is because his peace depends on things outside of himself. And that is what keeps him trapped in a box or a cage. That. But see, on the other hand, we have the free man, and he thinks differently. He understands something really simple. Not everything deserves his attention. So instead of obsessing over the outcomes of his actions, he focuses specifically on his own effort. Things like the discipline and the motivation and the mindset to carry into his work, which results in his actions to carry out his work. These things which, he can actually control. And because of that, he moves through life calmer. Not because life is just easier, but because he stops fighting things he was never meant to control. And see, this might be where most people get a little bit confused, because they think the free man feels less fear. But he doesn't. He still fears things. He just doesn't let it control his actions. Let's have a quick look at some examples. Some simple real life ones. For example, if the cage man gets rejected, he would take it personally, whereas the free man would learn from it and just move on. Again, if the cage man fails at a specific goal he had, he sees it as proof that he's just not good enough. But the free man sees it as part of the process. Do you see that? It's the same situation, but a completely different mindset. And over time, those mindsets create completely different lives. So you might be thinking, why am I telling you this? And it's because I want to help. Because most people stay stressed and fearful because they try to control everything, every little thing in their lives. The future that is held for them, what people think of them, and the outcomes of their lives. We're always constantly stressing about these things in day-to-day lives. But our lives, they don't work like that. And to be honest, that is the mindset of the caged man. Because the harder you try to force that control over everything, it just makes you curl up more, become more anxious and more protective. So what I'm trying to tell you is that real peace, that true serenity, well, it comes from understanding. Something as simple as, I'll handle what I can control and just let go of the rest. That mindset right there, that is true freedom. So to try and put this into practice, if you felt overwhelmed lately, you need to start asking yourself this one question. Can I actually control this? And if the answer is yes, act on it. Do something to control it. But if the answer is no, simply stop giving it your energy and attention. It's so simple, but so powerful. I think it's important to remember though, that at the end of the day, life will always be unpredictable, no matter what mindset you have. Things will go wrong and people might let you down. Your life plans might fail. But here's what matters. The free man understands something that the caged man never does. That peace doesn't come from controlling life, but it actually comes from controlling yourself within it as you move through it. And once you understand that, you stop feeling trapped by the world. So, to put it in the simplest terms I can, the caged man wants control over life and everything it has to offer, whereas the free man only needs true control over himself. I want you to let that sink in for just a moment. And if that resonates with you, and you think, maybe I'm acting more like the caged man right now, I need you to ask yourself honestly, are you living like the free man or the caged man? And if your answer is the caged man, you need to try and change that. Become the free man, take control of your life rather than the outcomes of your life. And you can completely change the destiny that is laid out for you. Thank you so much for watching this brand new YouTube video. I want to thank you all for your support on my previous videos, and I'd ask you to leave a like, comment something that you learned from this video, and always never forget to subscribe because it really helps me out. So thank you so much for listening to what I had to say, and I'll see you in the next.